qualifying match for Berlin. Smoke's gonna make it very obvious, and there's 5 members of Sentinels here and ready.
They've realized Zekken is here. You've got the paranoia coming out as well as Reduxx is looking to push the matter just a bit. With the flash on the outside, Curry's able to get another kill. Reduxx joining in on him as Vic and Xeppaa are the 2 that remain. A sliver of HP amongst both of them with 13 seconds left. Time is of the essence. No, there's someone close. He's been patient. He's been waiting, and he's successful. Only one.
There it is.
They're gonna run into this. You've got the paranoia out. 13 seconds left. Wingman may have found safe passage, but Reduxx isn't concerned, I don't think. He's gonna get a couple of kills here, but they're traded right back. It's Vic who's left alone at 1v2. johnqt and Curry have arrived at the scene. All of the pressure on the Clove, the jump peek, that was
a lucky headshot here and there, but this is
Where are you going? With the Han on the other side.
Yeah, the members of Cloud9 breaking that fade eye made it obvious. And another punish. Oxy this time onto Zekken. That showstopper is not going to be able to be used.
Dropping the Thrash as well just to secure the round. Or at least increase the possibility and the probability of it. With Spike in hand, they've made their way out onto C. No flank to worry about. Nothing of the sort. All eyes forward. Smoke goes down, kill goes the way of John. And another one in the way of Curry. This is a 5v3, or at least it was. If they're able to convert this, this is massive. And they're getting ever closer. Vic and Moose trying to avoid disaster. And they might just do that. What in the world can John do here? 58 HP, position given away, spotted by the cam. No real idea of where the remaining 2 members are.
Hitting the site with only 2 members, Zellsis. He has to back up.
Yeah. No real choice but to give up the real estate. Now, Sentinels do have a couple of tools here for this retake. Dueling rockets, as Oxy's the first to pop his. And between that and the breach utility, it will pave the way to take the space. Now spotted, johnqt dodging lethality, and now it's it's Zekken's turn, traded 1 for 1. Both raise the sideline for the rest of the round. The spike has been ticking for a little while too here, and they've lost contain of Waterfall. He was up a little bit too far. They've got the Rolling Thunder now.
Time.
Mitch with the finger on the trigger. Now Poppy Gonzalez is sent straight up into the sky as Xeppaa brings him down. A 1v2, and you're right, time seems to be the difference maker this round.
A great peek out of the smoke from that Viper's pit.
They do have a Thrash. And you would assume Killjoy's close by.
I think Vic is going to run in, pop his ult after he gets taken out. Look at all the delay, though. Next, you have the Killjoy molly. You have another one if anyone wants to satchel past the pit.
There's the Thrash. A little bit of different order, but Zellsis is tagged. They know where he is now. Still getting a kill. Vic's gonna pop his ult. Zellsis is now dead.
I know exactly where.
What an execute from Cloud9. There's the power of the Clove, but now he has to run all the way up if he wants to stay alive. He's gonna drop. But it was enough space to gather into that Viper's pit and take the site.
Well, it's not given a second lease at life, as Oxy isn't either.
Yeah, he was so far ahead of the team.
I think, though, is because of where Vic died, there's still the ability to apply some pressure with smokes and help kind of cover things. You already see one dropping down towards Waterfall. Xeppaa popping his Thrash for a second time, and for a second time finding a target. This is still winnable, though. A 2v2, a little bit of damage dealt as Mitch feels the space running away. A 3K for Zekken, still one to be found. Moose waiting on the other side, and again, I don't know that Zekken can find a way in with 4 HP. He just runs away.
And you're 100% for the free.
And this is, again, Imi kind of reading ahead of this, because that wasn't off of a lack of info. Before the barriers went down, they were stacked A.
Yeah.
So Sentinels gamble towards C, and unfortunately, they've swung for broke.
Xeppaa on an island, he only gets 1. Will be an upgrade for John.
What can they do with it? Still has light armor. Zekken does as well. With the spike planted, this is tough.
Yeah, that camera getting info on multiple members on the flank. A lot rides on Moose right now in this up-close spot.
Oh, I didn't think that was gonna hit him. Oh, he's gone behind him! But Zekken provides cover and provides safety. Mitch having to push forward, gets ahead of the fall line, gets 2 by himself. Vic again left alone.
John, let's see if all his patience is gonna bear fruit.
I mean, you've got Curry, who's posted up on the other side. There's the fruit that's been reaped. The harvest is plentiful. Oxy will fall as well.
Oh, what a
And
time.
Zekken's position here is gorgeous as the wall goes down. 2 kills are found.
Wonderful take on whatever site you want to play.
They're going to drop more than just that. There's the third ult coming through. Reduxx is dead. The lockdown responding in kind by Zellsis. And Oxy's dead. A little bit of a 1-for-1 as they commit to getting it down, but you don't... It got destroyed, okay.
That breach blast paired with the nade that Oxy threw before he went down, it was enough to get rid of that lockdown.
This is so tough because now they can lean on this Thrash for the post plant. Zekken pops his ult, but is there any way to go? Is there any way through? They've given up all of this space. And it's actually Curry who falls, and now the Thrash. Remember, this was the objective at the beginning of the round. This push and pull of space that's been given up by both of these teams is now settling in to spam over the mound. Zekken getting 2. Time is so short. I don't know that he can find a way in on this. Yeah, despite Zekken's best efforts, they're in a dogfight here. 5-5 with work to be done. Mitch has his Rolling Thunder online. johnqt with the fatal. We're not going to see Mitch's. Things should slow down here a little bit.
Yeah, and Curry making a lot of noise here, but
N, B, or C, that's what they're going to have to deal with. They don't have Vic's ability. Doesn't matter how many fake smokes he throws up, they're not going to bite because they see everything that's happening on C. It might not matter. They might just, again, brute force their way through this.
insane. We're in a 2v2 after what looked like an unlosable round for Sentinels.
15 seconds left. They clear back sight. They clear spawn. And now commit to the spike. Moose and Xeppaa in the face of Zellsis and johnqt. They're trying to retake the site. They're trying to retake the space. And they both.
Somebody else. And of course, the one guy that didn't have full armor
Unlucky.
gets taken out by the Outlaw. Everybody else buying Stinger full armor on purpose, reading into it. Whoa!
That timing is gorgeous. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So far.
Wow! The lineup for Zellsis!
With the turret getting a little bit of help here.
Oxy sitting at 50 health. These classic right clicks could be decimating to somebody that's low like that.
Mitch is gonna try to find a little bit of space.
Yeah, but look at the flip from Sen, taking all of heaven and stairs.
This is a really nice protocol. I love how they're playing around this.
Oh.
Gotta be careful. Zekken's close by, and I don't think they know his position. Look at he's tucked in the tiniest of corners. And again, they have no real idea. So a little bit of space will be found, yes. But at what cost? An age should stop Wingman. Rest in peace. That's a big ding. Mitch left alone, he will... This is a bonus with 4 rifles, and that's already a kill found. An explosive start.
From both sides, Oxy tried his best to even the score, but the spacing of Sen on that swing on A.
What's tough too is Reduxx was just able to upgrade to a Vandal.
Reduxx has been so good.
Moose will be here first. He's got some spam set up. Doesn't pull the trigger yet though. Patient with it, tucked in the smoke, and now gun barrel's pointed his way. But Zekken doesn't spot him. The paranoia is gonna push him off the angle as Reduxx fills in on the space behind him. Vic is gonna be pinching in, leaving Zellsis all by himself.
Found them. Bomb grenade out.
He's gonna buy some. He's gonna pop a couple of mollies, try to buy some time to rotate all the way around.
He's gotta start shifting now. They're gonna hear him. Oh,
You gotta hurry.
may have been perfect timing. I think they...
I don't know.
Yeah, they heard the step. They heard the step. Yeah, look at Moose right now.
Vic
He's
is
dialed.
too.
But a lot of damage was done for Sen in that round.
Whoa, that's from really far back.
A very early showstopper. It will gather a bunch of space, though, on this ace site.
A space that wasn't really contested.
And look at the over-rotate from C9. There's 4 members here ready to fight.
I don't know that it's an over-rotate because all of Sentinels are here as well. Meanwhile, the 1v1 happens on the other side of the map. It goes the way of Zellsis, but Cloud9 seem to be holding the line. Unless Reduxx can do a lot. He's got behind him. He's gotten 2 kills, but the spike now sitting in no man's land.
No peeking.
Zellsis with so much to do.
And so little HP.
but plenty of time. Again, a miserable spot for him to be in. He's guessing. There's no way to confirm where Vic might be.
I got the spike.
Grabs the timing, the pathing is there. Does he pop the ult? Yes, he does. That's gonna buy some time, but he stays in.
Bomb grenade out.
First Molly popped. Vic, no idea where he is, but he dropped the lockdown. And now the real game is afoot. He still hasn't been spotted. Zellsis has concealed his position perfectly this entire time, but can he get the kill? As the spike ticks away, 30 HP left, and Vic. Then there's 1 away, 1 point away for Vic.
Oh,
And he's got it now. That's Zekken dead.
swatted out of the sky.
Paranoia will buy some time, but he's not quick enough to get the swing. It might not matter though. As Zellsis and Reduxx, but the Haunt is out, the trip has now been hit, and now they realize,
It's too late.
30 seconds left.
with only 1 done, and now they have to be super careful. They have a lot of the map they have to play around, but Sentinels may be overthinking this. If they try to end back B, they're gonna hit the other trip,
Oh no.
and now they're gonna know.
They're going back C again. The spike could have been planted 10 seconds ago.
It's a classic quadruple pump fake.
Moose, he wins the 1v1 on Curry now, and Zellsis drops the overcook.
Oxy and Vic both have their ults. And they're both brawly. They both want to fight. There's the ult invested. Somehow doesn't hit johnqt. And now Vic with 3 on the round. Leaving it all onto Reduxx. Can he settle the shots? Gonna have to get through 3. Can't connect on any of them.
Oh, look at this, Reduxx is getting bombed.
Bomb, gooped, takes damage, and then dies.
Runs through his own Viper wall, very ambitious.
Must be nice to get to play the game, huh?
Oh,
Oxy and Xeppaa mowing down 2. But somehow, I mean,
Take your time and work. There it is.
they used the Molly for, I didn't even see where he dropped it from, but that is going to clear it out, and that's going to force him to rotate just a little bit.
And a great trade to have the site for free.
Curry 1 step closer to having his pit. The site will be open. A Paranoia invested, sure, but the space gained.
I don't know. I mean, I know Zekken is at 10 HP, Doug, but if he pops that showstopper, he might just fall for free.
Oh, I love that from Reduxx. He could be anywhere right now. Smoke starting to come through.
Good
That one way, yeah. I mean, he's got a Vandal though. That's tough to spam against. That doesn't feel nearly as good. They've invested the Rolling Thunder, and the ult has been popped in exchange. 2 kills found the way of Cloud9.
Last player
As Zekken
standing.
hanging onto the trigger, he's been left by himself. It does not connect him with 10 HP.
Just punished, time and time again. Wow, the up down this time.
Yeah, that's a tough high-low, man.
Jeez. Mitch, he's playing with fire here. Oh, Curry wants a little bit of that heat.
But the thing is, they haven't been burned for the last 6 rounds, so why not? I mean, it seems like Cloud9 are poised to be on map point here.
Yeah, that trip is still up. Where is it? Oh, it's on the top.
Yeah, for the
Oh,
satchels.
no.
They've tucked behind it. Now Curry waiting with pit out. This is a do or die. The map is essentially decided here. Sentinels have invested almost everything they have into this. They still have John's ult. He's playing up really far though. He's got to be careful. He's been caught. That's Curry down. The pit will go with him. It's all a 1-for-1, and Vic
On their defensive side. That's kind of been the same.
This feels very decisive here. They don't really have control anywhere else on the map.
Perfect nade.
And just like that, the work that they did to get that ult at the beginning has been negated.
And the trip is still up. It's still there, so it's just free info for Cloud9. Moose is able to swing out and spam the door through the smokes in main.
That's not John dead, and they still have their 2 ults. This looks like Raps, Stray. This looks like Raps. This looks like Lotus going the way of Cloud9.
Yeah, picks across the board. 1C, 1B, 1A.
There's the ult used, connecting onto Zellsis. Reduxx left.
And he hears all these footsteps. He needs support, and he needs it now.
And the support is on the way. He will find one, traded back out, but again, the reinforcements have arrived. They've got numbers here. The Haunt over the top as johnqt falls, and the defense for now has managed to keep the wall up. They've managed to hold the line.
Last player standing.
All falling into the hands of Reduxx now. Gonna rotate away, still in a 1v2, a difficult one to win though.
A lot of time and a lot of space to work with, though. He definitely has this B site for free. He can use Wingman to plant as well. That'll allow him to get some better positioning against this retake.
10 seconds
He's got a hold here, or they're gonna clear it out. That's exactly what they do. He's got to win these fights out. And meanwhile, for Cloud9, you don't even necessarily have to invest it. You don't have to give it that way. But Sentinels at full force. A turn to the flash, a shot out.
Ooh, Zekken playing with fire again.
He's one of the weak ones. That's now 3 members. Very weak.
Oh, great nade!
But of course,
the TP will come through.
But the thing is, if they do commit to the TP back B, look at
no.
Moose' position. They're rotating back into him. That weak health with a judge on the other side.
And now they have to commit, Doug.
They've been fully cornered in. Again, Zellsis is going to take all of this space, but the timing is everything. Moose might win this round by himself.
10 seconds left. 1 enemy remaining.
They had nowhere to go.
Oh my goodness. This is so reminiscent of that round where they had the C site for free on the last map and they just didn't commit. They had B for free that entire time.
And instead of rotating
10
back, you're
seconds
right.
left.
They just wait too long and it allows Moose to just finesse.
A lot of presence towards A. But the thing is, Cloud9 have a lot here as well. Oxy will be the first to fall. Zekken has popped his ult. The second Satchel to go forward. He has found Mitch. And he has cleaned him up.
Spike planted.
Moose is going to be on this really late flank, as has been the case before.
And that's where the second layer was. The Satchel over with the showstopper.
Yeah.
Securing the kill into back sight. But the problem is, what are you going to do when you don't have that?
The thing is here too, this feels very slow, and that certainly, I mean, that might wrap up the round. The kill on Vic.
Come on, just get out of there, Moose.
Moose. But
Last
it
player
feels like it took a
standing.
little bit too long. Moose finally falls for the first time, all map.
Yeah. They were just going for exits. Pretty smart. Their economy is very healthy.
Yeah.
Oxy the only one that's sitting
They have plenty of tools at their disposal. You're absolutely right. Oxy pulls the triggers out. Zekken tries to get away, and he cannot. Again, an early start to the round as Oxy gets another, looking for the third. Cannot connect. But Vic over the top will.
And everybody out there needs to get used to this 1-2 punch combo. The Oxy and Vic. These guys are so mechanically gifted.
It was just such a good decision from Cloud9 to effectively move the line of scrimmage into their spawn. Right, so they had to dump all this utility. They lost a couple of members before they had even gotten out of A short.
It looked like they were set up for that. Let's just be honest. Gets out alive, though.
Somehow, just barely, but again, such an uncomfortable spot to be in.
Zellsis. Last man standing for the third round.
There's not enough noise to be made on the other side. I think the one benefit I was going to say is maybe they crunch on him through TP, but you're right. He couldn't jump spot anymore. He does, and he pays for it.
I think that's exactly what they needed to do. You're right. They needed to try to crunch on him. Maybe it was going to be off of that other jump spot Curry did, but it was so risky. And now you're so limited on what you can do. And this whole time, by the way, C9 do not have to worry about U-Haul at all, because there's a trip there.
So they know they haven't lost that area of the map. Again, this Cypher utility has been a treat to watch.
Yeah, the Cypher pick in general has been so devastating.
I thought Moose was going to get a free one there, but it wasn't him. It was actually Xeppaa with 2 make that 3.
Remaining.
Again, Zekken alone.
Where was that in the Ludwig Radiant match that we saw earlier? Oh. And yeah, another outlaw.
There was nothing to cover the other side of short. And so he gets punished for it. Now they're going to try to speed things up here a little bit. No trips to keep him back. They've got the cam, sure. But Mitch has to respect this. Yeah, he can't get out. He's dead. Nicely handled by Vic. And now they have the pit that they're going to have to deal with. They need to find some success here, but they don't really have the weaponry for it. A couple of sheriffs and an outlaw.
And look at how worried Sentinels are about this flank. I think Moose has to show right now in heaven. And maybe then they'll train their eyes off of short. There it is, that molly might be enough.
They're all huddled in, corralled, controlled, confident, but contained.
Oh, that spam almost connects on the second.
60 HP for him. As they're starting to creep forward into the green goo, Reduxx will be the first to fall. The pit's still in play though, and time is short. He's gotten him off of it, but now the pit goes down, and that's gonna be really close. That's gonna be way close. I don't think he's gonna get it. Yeah, those windows are getting smaller and smaller.
They need to string some rounds together and string them together now. Oxy, he gets detained, but it's Mitch that goes down.
Can they find Oxy? Can they apply enough pressure? Yes, they can. It's off of the nade from Zekken. But it's traded back 33 HP for Vic as he's trying to huddle back into U-Haul. Somehow finds enough safety to stay alive. Moose has now joined the fray. Xeppaa's on a flank. But the spike has been planted. Curry on the swing. Vic is now dead. And they know where Moose is too. Given how they've played the rest of this half, you've got to suspect there's a flank as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
And that explains Sean's position. They find him, Zellsis cleans him up. What do you mean? And the adjustment for Cloud9 right now is pretty clear. Oxy has given up the outlaw. He's gone towards the op. But it's just a 1-for-1.
Yeah, he tried to double dip there and he gets punished for it. How does Vic win that?
And he knew he was coming. John was ready for it.
I mean, Vic was stomping at light speed because of that stim. He's still going, he's zooming.
Like he's playing a different game. Meanwhile, the op has not been picked back up. The satchel out from Zekken. Vic gets another. He's gonna get away with the third, isn't he? That's incredible.
This was the craziest round for a Brimstone main. And he's not done yet.
Again, that's from really far back. You've got the trip, you've got the tether. Zellsis will fall, but Zekken will too. And so they try to brute force their way out on A, but once again, they slam into this wall. Still a couple of members here from the defense. They haven't gotten any showers control. They haven't gotten any backslide control either. And a freeze on the round.
And if they can freeze for long enough and not give any info out from the jiggles of this player in heaven or showers, they could have a chance at busting open this site.
I mean, they don't have any smokes. There's nothing to deal with that heaven angle, and then there's going to be a swing up from shower. Somehow Reduxx wins that out, but when you're outnumbered like that, it doesn't add up.
Double up in heaven as well.
John's going to find enough space to at least get the spike down.
It's already first wave of the Viper wall, getting all the way into U-Haul. So much info gathered.
Meanwhile, Mitch is all the way up into Hookah on the other side of the map as well.
See if he gets this kill, he'll call his team back. What an awkward 1v1.
And there's no way that John could have known how far up he was at that point. And so now they have so much room to work with A. The TP going off suggests that they're headed back B, and they're right. So the rotates come back from Sentinels towards B. Still a minute left in the round, though. Cloud9 can play this a million different ways.
Camera taken out.
Cam being broken in the elbow makes C9 believe that it's maybe only one player here, but it's actually a whole squadron.
Yeah, this stack is difficult.
On the side of Sen.
This is a 1v2 for Mitch. If they swing into him, that's trouble. The Dizzy comes through. He almost gets a second. But John cleans things up. Meanwhile, off of that, they've fully lost B-site. And they know that John is there. They should have known John is there. That's messy. That's ugly. Meanwhile, Zellsis not able to land the shots with the Marshall, not able to get the kill.
And not able to stop the defuse.
Player standing.
Reduxx left in a 1v2. Xeppaa weak. Difficult, but doable.
Both players on the left side of Octagon. If Reduxx uses his molly correctly here, if he guesses correctly.
Right, but that's like a 1 in a million. How would you know?
Maybe
he's gonna spot one. And there's no way he expects the second one there. There's the swing off for Moose. He tries to catch the timing. Off of the tap, there's the swing. Doesn't land the shots the first time. Taking a bit of a step back, too.
Whoa.
2 shots delivered. The threat now very much aware. Oxy satcheling forward. The nade's gonna buy a little bit of time. Great response, but now the reaggress. He's not gonna find a kill, but he's gonna find a little bit of space. Zekken has to connect here, but Mitch is just sharp on it. Now the ult invested. He's gonna get it right. Reduxx will join him. What else can Moose do? Pushing forward. Borderline.
Side of C9.
It was 2 in the previous round, but they have guns here. It's not the same situation. Cloud9 much more potent in their ability here. Off of the swing, Moose falls. trying to get back sight, but Cloud9 haven't been able to find a way in. Xeppaa will fall too. Can Mitch keep him back with a tether? Snaps onto John. Can't get out as Vic. Wow. And Oxy, who had satcheled up just a couple moments ago, still sitting here. He's left alone though.
They know.
In a 1v3, forget it, bro. How does he do this? Finds this one, goop in his face, but this time they try taking space. Oxy actually get out. He's got a satchel through. He's down to half health, but he stays alive. Meanwhile, the Nightfall's gonna tag a couple of members.
Yeah, 4 members or 3.
Oxy's trying to rejoin his team, but they haven't really gotten back out onto site yet. Yeah, they have Lamb's control, but what they're looking for is safe passage out. Unless Curry can do something about it here.
We've
They're
seen
gonna
people
face the wall and the spit at their feet. He still gets a kill.
One enemy remaining.
Not again, man.
They're doing it again. Vic in a 1v3, 61 HP, fully surrounded, with nothing that he can do. Even if he Zellsis all the way up.
Surely it makes it obvious, but maybe if Zekken shows, it won't be so obvious. No, it is.
Yeah, they spotted him on the swing out from short, and Cloud9, it took a while, but it seems like they finally managed to stop the bleeding.
The lack of utility, so much invested from Sen early on. Wait a second.
Planted.
It's still a
I know
2v4.
exactly where you are.
Yeah, but this Reduxx kid, he's been cooking
Yeah.
in the shadows.
Got one member weak, Xeppaa 21 HP. Time is just so short. And he's got to be so careful about clearing every single corner. He's going to get the second, the pre-fire, in case there was a swing, and there was not.
He has a molly for this box.
I'm still not fully sold. Yeah, Vic, really nice positioning out from showers. It's just so tough in a situation like that, but he's got wingman on it. Gets cleared out, doesn't even get to half, so Reduxx's job is short. And the dog, they know where he is. But he still hits a shot with the dog nipping at his heels. We might be tied at 11 again.
There is still a Viper's Pit online right now. Anything is possible.
They just have a little bit of utility. They should be able to clear this out, but it cannot be ignored, if nothing else. Starting to dump some of that utility through. A couple of kills going through the wave of Cloud9. A 3v3. Still, Moose's pit in play. Curry's now down. They've done this. What can Xeppaa do? Curry's already gotten it to half. It's going to be the 1v1. It's a shoulder thrown at first. Can he swing all the way out? Baiting him, calling him into the fight.
Here we go.
They are going to try to brute force their way through this. First the flash, then the Seekers. No commit from Oxy yet. But they've gotten the pit. And now the ult. Backside. Got a little bit of space here. Reduxx is now starting to join the fray. He's the one who has the ult in hand. Can they contain? Can they keep things up until he arrives? Now the Thrash on its way through. 13 seconds left. They haven't fully gotten out onto the site yet. And now committing. 1 for 1. 8 seconds left. They've got to get the spike down. And it seems like they are going to have enough time. No, they don't. But they has gone down now. Reduxx and johnqt left alone. It's all on the IGL now. Can he keep the tournament alive? Slow walking his way forward. Vic and Moose
Find you.
trying to make a final stand. Trying to punch a ticket to Berlin. John has struggled. It's been a rough series for him, but can he show up here? Spotting one, crosshair just a bit too high. On the swings, finds a second. But time is of the essence. He's got to go, and he's got to go now, and Cloud9 know that. They realize it!